Welcome to another video of This Is My Opinion. As always, I'm your host Kyle. Nice to see you again. Today we're gonna talk about, as always, another video game, and today's turn is gonna be Black Myth Wukong, more fa- family known as the Monkey game. Monkey. I really like right off the bat. I love this game. Could it be better? Yes, but it's a very fun game. I play it on PS5, the normal version, like the PS5 base, and I feel a few frame drops like from time to time. So the game did not run smooth, but goddamn, this game is gorgeous. All the cinematics, all the powers, all the special effects, all the enemies. You have so many information and so many details that is incredible. I'm putting the trailer here so you can see. But again, the style of gameplay, I talk with my friends and they say, "Oh, it's very similar to Dark Souls." I completely disagree. It's nothing like Dark Souls. The only thing that is similar to Dark Souls is because you have your bonfires. That is basically a temples that you can uh, reset or you can respec and respawn. That's it. The gameplay aspect I think is way more similar to the God of War 2018 than anything else. So that's why I recommend this game to my friend Arthur. But he didn't like it because he think the game is ugly. I don't know. Don't rush me about it. For me, this is a very good game. It's not perfect because again, I don't understand enough of Chinese history to fully grasp this game. Because for me, Black Myth Wukong is basically God of War. Not just comparing the gameplay aspect as a God of War 2016, like the new two God of Wars they released for the new consoles, to PS4 and PS5, but is the lore and the idea of expanding the existing lore. The good part in God of War is Greek mythology is very known in the Western world because everybody knows Zeus, everybody knows Poseidon, and all of those gods, and more or less how they act and how their powers work, and how the lore behind it. We know and we can get the reference between the lore aspects. In Black Myth Wukong, since it's a Chinese uh, gods and Chinese history about it, I don't know anything. To be completely fair, I know a little bit about the journey of the West. That you have Wukong and you have a couple of others, and I know because of pop culture as well. Like because Dragon Ball is a reimagine of the journey to the West and all of those stuff. But I don't know bit by bit. I don't know the stories. I don't know the characters, which is good and bad. Because is good because I now understand more about the Chinese mythology wants that makes me want to know more because it's a very fantastic thing. It's very interesting how the anthropomorphic animals and monsters interact with each other. But it's terrible for this game because I could not follow the lore. I I can just understand is you're basically playing not as Wukong, but you're basically playing as a reincarnation of Wukong. And you need to collect six trinkets, let's put it that way, six mystical relics that is fragments of Wukong, because Wukong becomes a god and he's like fragmented himself in those fragments. You collect those fragments to become whole again and become the new Monkey King, which is a phenomenal plot. Games like this, you just need a direction, just go for it. I love the levels design. I love the maps. I love the length of the maps. They're not too big. They're not too short. It's good because you can jump to previous chapters just to collect some things, just to go to shops to do something else. I did not platinum this game because I'm terrible at the gameplay. Because I'm very, very bad. I struggle a lot. That means that the game is hard, quote unquote, because I never felt underwhelmed. Every single time that I lost, I knew why I lose. And in my subsequent runs, I try to make it better and try to pass the difficulty spike level. I fail miserably. A couple of bosses, like the last boss that you're fighting. Spoiler: I struggled a lot. It was a very cool fight though. It was amazing to see you're in your full power fighting against this enemy that you're just like, oh yeah. And but again, I suffer a lot against like the Spider King that you're gonna see in, I think, chapter 4. Again, it's been like a couple of months since I finished it. And the good thing is, after you finish the game, you basically unlocked a boss rush. Not for me. Again, I'm terrible at bosses. I'm terrible at memorizing stuff. I'm just like a raw player. And you unlock the new game plus with new magics. I think you have like just a handful of new magics. But again, story again. And it's harder. Again, it's not for me. I'm not very good at this. But the whole thing is the whole package of the game is very well put up. Since I really like to score my games and try to give you guys a couple of perspective, this game's for me is like a 7.5. But since I hate halves, I'm gonna give this game an 8. It's very good for you if you like God of War 2018. The maps are fun, the mobs are fun, the the powers that you get as a Wukong, you can make your builds different because the amount of skill points that you have to spend, you cannot buy everything and become a overlord. You need to prioritize and you need to choose which route of powers do you want. For example, for me, I always kept the multiplication. I always kept like the paralysis because it works for me. I never changed the fighting style of Wukong. I tried to play with because he have like three staff types of powers, like a trust. You have a wide attack, and you have the one that you basically go whoop, you go up and you like a heavy attack basically. And I like the basic one, and I went through the basic throughout all games. When I struggling with bosses, a thing that is very welcome on that game, you can basically respec every single time that you want. Does not cost anything. Incentivizes you to try new powers, new specials. And again, in a game that you don't have enough skill points to try everything, for you to respect and try to fit against a certain boss, it's very cool. And as always, I think the games, like the artwork, speaks for themselves. The sales of this game was astronomical, and basically that game is responsible to put China in the developer world and show that you not necessarily need to be catering to Western developments, because if a game is good, it's gonna sell. The game does not need to appeal for DEI or does not need to appeal for Sweet Baby Inc. because that was one of the conflicts that they have on this game, because this game is too much uh, Asian. It's too much West. It's too much Eastern. It's too much East. It's, you don't have any black characters. You don't have any women in power. The guy that I said was the guy that I lose a lot. This guy. Oh my god. But again, if you get a good story, if you get a good art design, goes a long way. Hopefully, that AKA does not happen. The developers, the Western developments can learn about it. Can learn that you can make great games without appealing to the DEI, and you're still gonna sell. Because no shit, Sherlock, they were doing that before. So this is a big win to Gamergate. I don't know the story about Gamergate or all those stuff. I just know that if it is a good game, I'm gonna play it without remorse. Oh, but the creators were offensive, or the creators didn't want to appeal to a certain agenda. Man, if they don't want to do that, the game is just not for you. If you need your games to have those things, fine. I'm not one of those. Again, I'm the type of person that if a game is fun, I'm gonna like the game. That's why I give it an A. I don't know why I'm justifying myself, but I just want you guys to play it and have it a chance. The game is quite long. It's like 38 hours. I think I spent like 44 to 45 hours because I didn't do all the side quests. I try to because on my the way that I play a game is I really try to do the most things that I can. I basically try to scan 100% of the maps. But the thing is, this game is organic, so you have to do certain things to certain of NPCs to show up, and you need to do some things with uh, those NPCs to get further on that story. It's not throw it at your face. I could not find anything, and I did a couple of things that were easier using a guide. It's not my type of game to discover the mysteries behind it and trying to find every bit of lore, but I still had fun because the bosses are so good and so thought out that is worth it. The other thing is the price. The price is a full price game, $80. I think that is a little bit expensive because, as I said before, for me it was a game too. I play 40 hours and then done with the game. I bought it a full. I think I bought it with 20% off in on PlayStation. I don't regret it because it was a very good experience. But if you don't have the money, just don't spend on this game. Just wait for it. This game's 100% gonna be cheaper in a couple of months or in a couple of years. You can see that you already got a sale of 20% on Steam. I think if you get a 30% discount, is completely worth it. But if you don't have the game, just wait. Please don't lose yourself onto I need to buy this game because I'm gonna miss it out. I don't know if you noticed, but my whole channel is talking about old games or missing out games. So don't worry about it. Go play something else. Go play something cheaper and fun. You don't need to buy this game full price. If you love it after you've seen this video or just researching more about it, go ahead. The game is 100% what you see in the trailers. It's a beautiful art piece that you're gonna fight as a monkey with crazy powers, transformations, insanely addicted bosses. The gameplay was fun. You have a very good mobility options that you just like running around. When you go to the basically like I think basically the last level that you unlock the Nimbus, the flying Nimbus. Oh my god, it's so much fun to flying around to discover the map, to gather the armor pieces of Wukong, and unlocking like new, more powerful powers. Again, the game is so much fun. You're not gonna regret it. The game is what it's looking like. It's not false advertisement. So again, thank you so much for watching. This was my review on Black Myth Wukong. Uh, please comment down below if you play that game, if I misinterpret something, or if I miss something on this game. Should I play it again on New Game Plus? I don't think I'm missing something, but who knows? Thank you so much, and I see you on the next one. Bye.